Almost done. So yeah, I barely know anything about the story. I mean, I've seen gameplay and like basically a good amount of playthroughs for Library of Runa and Lobotomy Corporation. But the actual gameplay and stuff, I don't know what the hell was going on when I was watching it. And in this one, I'm not too sure myself either. But I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see how it goes. Can I change the settings right away? Let's change the audio, please. Okay, let me change my audio back now over here. There. I feel like I should be fine. I think that's a good spot to keep the camera too. Oh my goodness, I just realized that there's more over here. Is there not a full screen button? There's no full screen setting, huh? Or am I crazy? Guess not. Wait. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't... No, that's crazy. Okay. That's fine. Maybe it'll change later? Who knows? I don't think there's any language preferences either, is there? I think that's what I heard. You see now, you can't run from us. You dare interrupt me just as I was engraving the... I don't know what that is. You must be out of your...
엄밀히 따져보면 스승님이 하려는 게 도시의 금기는 아니더라.
If we're being technical, what our master has planned apparently isn't one of the city's taboos. It's just the kind of thing that no one has ever dared to consider. You catch my drift? Would you look at that?
그 사이에 머리를 갈아 끼웠군.
Managed to get a different head in so fast. Do people like you always come prepared? Just wait till I get the... you'll be no match for my...
아무래도 저 대가리엔 입까지는 없는 모양인데?
Only thing I've heard about the main character is that... Isn't he like a time traveler or something? Or is that the train? I don't know. I know there's some like time-related thing. Huh. Haha, I guess that new noggin doesn't come with a mouth, huh?
째깍거리는 소리만 들리네. 속에서는
Yep, chicken is all I can hear. You think they're screaming on the inside? It's chicken bastards, I guess they can still feel pain. Damn it, why am I being attacked? Not good memories are dissolving already. The blank was done too quick.
뭐야?
What? They've gone quiet already. Let's get this over with. Wolf, this is a place no one visits. And somewhere none can see. What's the hurry? Yeah, you gotta love the art direction and the character designs.
우린 가르침을 따라야
We
해.
must follow her teachings. We can't drag on any longer. Yeah, but this is a moment of a lifetime. We're not gonna
우리가
get a second
살면서
chance to
언제
kill
이런
someone of
녀석을
this caliber.
죽여보겠어.
사자,
Lion,
너는
you have a
일을
tendency to
할 때
grow too
너무
emotional during your
감정적이야.
jobs. I hope you show some
공과 사는 구분하면
discretion.
좋겠지.
Psha.
얼굴을 보고 싶었는데
Shame, I
아쉽게
wanted to have a look
됐어.
at your face. Reckon you want to tell us
당신의
where
별이
your
어디 있는지
star is, right?
알려주지 않겠.
Star. Like hell I am. I'm taking Blank's location to the grave with... Damn it, where was Blank supposed to be again? My memories are escaping me too quickly.
그렇군. 입이
Right,
없었지.
no mouth.
자연히
Which in turn means we
그것을
won't
찾을
learn how to
방법으로
acquire it from this person.
이자에게서
그럼 이제 끝내도 돼?
Can I end them now?
그래.
Sure. Huh.
이거
Wait, what's
무슨
that
소리야?
noise? Don't tell me. Pounder, did you allow yourself to be
설마
tracked?
뒤에다
아니,
There
쫓아올 자는
was no
아무도
one that could have
없었어.
pursued me.
짐승일
Perhaps a
확률은
wild animal.
짐승 소리가 아니야.
This is not the
이거-
sound of a beast. Isn't the sound a beast would make? It's
버스.
a boss.
저런 게 어떻게 여기까지
How did it even end up
굴러들어왔지?
here?
조난당한 버스인가
Must have taken a
보네.
wrong turn.
길을 잘못 든 죄값은 생각보다 무거울
I know it's really subtle, but I also like the clicking sound and whatnot when you actually click. Whew, the price they'll pay for taking the wrong road will be heavier than they expect. Oh shit.
사자가
Bested lion
밀린 거야?
strength? Hmm.
여전히 내 눈이
My eyes
틀림없다면
are still right. Then you will
당신은
reach the
영광의
harbor of
항구에
glory.
이르겠지.
Who are you? That nameplate says Faust.
어두운 숲에서
Lost your way in a
길을
dark
잃었군.
forest. I'm sorry, what?
하지만 당신은
Yet you were not
두렵지
overcome
않았어요.
with fear. Why was that? That's... I could simply lift my head to find the star.
그래요.
That's right.
이제 그 형상을
Now repeat
되뇌면서
with the heart what I
제가
tell you
하는 말을
aloud as you
마음으로
remind yourself of
외치세요.
that image.
너의 별을
Follow your star.
따라가거라.
Follow your star, huh? At that moment, I felt a sudden thump in my head, followed by the sting of several chains penetrating my chest. Oh shit. Is there a way to, like... Can I not? I don't know if you can do it here. This is fast forward. Auto. What is this? Ah, that's what I was looking for. That's cool.
걱정하지 마세요.
Relax. Thought it may
정말로
feel
심장을 못
otherwise.
쓰게 된 게 아니니까.
Though it might feel otherwise, your heart is still functional.
이것으로 계약은
With
완료되었습니다.
this, the pact has been sealed.
단테, 이제
Dante,
저희는
from this day forth,
당신의
we are
시간에
bound to your time.
귀속되었습니다.
What do you do?
이제 저희의 심장이
Beating of our
먹고 뛰는
hearts now depends on where
당신의
your hands
시각이
fall.
잘 부탁드려요.
I hope you'll make a fine leader. Our
정말 이걸로 된 건가요?
Ishmael. Is that really everything?
사과 한 알이 떨어졌어.
Single apple has fallen.
이
This
사람은
guy's still not
아직도
making
이상한
any
소리만
sense.
하네.
찌뿌둥해.
Jeez, the weight was
이제
killing me.
움직여도
Finally,
되는
some
거지?
action now.
뭐 몸을
I
풀어보는
guess
것도
we could use a
나쁘진
little warm
않겠지.
up. I'm liking the story so far. I mean, I did hear good things about it, to be honest. That the story is one of the best, at least in Gacha, from what I've heard. So I'm excited about that, since I'm a big story head. Well, I guess we could use a little warm up.
불쌍하게 나뒹굴고 있는 저것은 뭐지?
What is that wretch
우리
miserably
마지막 대원이
writhing
될
on the
자인가?
ground? Are they to be the newest addition to the team?
아,
You might want
말
to watch your
조심하는 게
words. I
좋을
heard
걸.
that's our soon-to-be
우리
boss.
습격은 순식간이었을
The
텐데
attack must have happened in an
이렇게
instant. I'm
머리를
impressed you managed to
숨겼군요.
hide your head. Who are you people? And what's with this bus?
우리는 당신을 돕기 위해
We are bearers of
찾아온
justice who
정의의
have come to aid you,
사자들이고
and this is a magical bus that takes
이건
us wherever we wish to
원하는
go. Justice, bus? I don't...
그런 대답을 바라는 거
Isn't that what you
아니었어요?
expected to hear? Either way,
그렇게
you're better
생각하는
off
쪽이
believing us to
마음
be
편할
your
테니.
saviors.
시간도 없고
We're racing
유리한
against
상황도
time, and the
아니니까
situation isn't in our favor.
천천히.
So let me explain
하지만
this
한 번.
once. There's some time passed. If I'm not mistaken here, and I do as you've said, those total strangers will fight for me.
맞아요.
Correct, so long as you
당신이
give them the right
올바-
orders. Alright, so we'll kill these arrogant vandals dead. Then I'll go back to where I was. Where I was and... what was I doing? Where was I when I did that? Something extremely important was upon me. Something I shouldn't forget.
진정해요. 그
음.
머리로
Calm down,
기억이
it's only after the
온전하리라.
to happen with your current
지금은
head.
눈앞에
To
놓인
focus on the
전투에
struggle
집중하죠, 단테.
at hand, Dante.
시
Dante?
뭐라고 불러야 할지.
Pardon, I'm not sure how I should address you.
시계 지휘관님?
Oh, she was gonna call him Clock?
아무튼 전투 명령을 내려주십시오.
Commander, Clock suffice. In any case, we await your
뭘
orders.
명령까지야.
Yeah, we really need
각도전투밖에 답이
orders.
없지
Seems
않나?
like going one-on-one is the only way.
저기요.
Huh? Hey,
뭘
Quit running
쑥덕대고
off your-
있는 거야? 다
quit running-
으스러뜨리면
running off your
그만이잖아.
mouths. We just need to crush them all.
최선을
Please do your
다해주세요.
best, Dante. There's no two ways about it, I suppose. Wait, an MC that you don't get to name after yourself? There's no two ways about it, I suppose. The gameplay? Let us begin by learning the basics of combat. Please direct your attention to the dashboard here. You will be using the dashboard to relay your commands to the sinners. Okay. Oh, I actually heard something too that this game doesn't really teach you how to play too well. We'll have to figure stuff out then. You will find each sinner's skills on the dashboard. Yeah. The control scheme is simple. Simply drag from the left end of the dashboard to the right end to change skills. And you are ready to enter the combat phase. Allow me to guide your hand. Please press and hold the gear on the left on the dashboard to grab the chain. Well done. Now that skills for all sinners have been chained, you may press the gear on the right to start the combat phase.
행동을 개시합니다.
I don't know what's happening. That is how you, the manager, issue your orders. Let us try that again. Look at the dashboard, grab the chain from the left, and connect the skills along the guiding line to command us to use them. Use the dashboard to issue commands. Okay, grab and drag the chain, thread it to skills you want to use. Connect the chain, select the right gear. It wants us to use this one, huh?
행동을 개시합니다.
Now please issue a command. Does it let me... I can't even individually click, right? Like, all within the game to, like, see their skills, huh? Can I click on them? Can I click here? I mean, I don't really... understand. I don't know, we'll see what that
금방
does.
다녀올게.
I don't know. Jeez. Huh. Are those two the same attack? I guess so, right?
폭들을
I don't
제거하겠어.
know. Damn, we're just all just dying, huh? Did I actually fail?
이해가 되지
Oh
않는
no, it's scripted.
이런 것들에게 사자가
I
당했다고.
don't get it. This is what Lion struggled against?
잠깐만.
Whoa, hang on.
아저
I know this
방금까지
is kind
싸웠던
of weird
사람의
coming from
말하기
someone you were just
그렇지만
fighting, but I'm pretty
이건
sure we can
대화로
talk
풀 수
this.
있-
Oh. Shit.
이건
This
이상적이지 않소.
is unideal.
처음부터
I knew it
말이
was a
안 되는
ridiculous idea to
싸움이라고
put up a fight
생각했는데
against them. Damn, did he just like slash her head?
다들
Her chest or
장난해?
something?
난 시작도
Are y'all kidding? I haven't even... Damn. What the hell's going on? You said you'll fight in my stead. I'm sorry, I suck, man. I killed them all.
이겨준다는 말은
I
안
never
했어요.
promised to win said fights.
그리고
What?
저만
It seems that
남았네요.
I'm the only survivor. Okay, so you're waiting for this. You have some hidden card up your sleeve, right?
비장의
Not necessarily a trump.
수라기보단
No, rather
별을
it's about following the star.
따라가는 거죠.
단체로
Jeez,
자살놀이라도
okay.
하는 건가?
What is this? Some kind of
Some
suicidal
유쾌하진
performance?
않고.
Not the funniest lives to end. What? What am I supposed to do? They jumped in triumphantly, only to die like flies. Ugh, I can't remember a thing about the past since I repeated what she said. Is this how I die?
뱀에게 전해라. 거짓
Tell the
사자.
serpent this, false
이건
lion.
막을 수 없는
This flow
흐름이라.
cannot be stopped. This guy looks badass. Wait a minute. Is there a script too where I could just go back and... Oh, it's right here, right? This flow cannot be stopped. Jeez, okay. Red, but why?
내가 왜 팔다리만
Do you know
잘나는
why
줄
I only
아나?
dismembered those two?
그래야 사지
So at least
멀쩡한 네가 저들을
One of you needs to be able to carry the rest
가동지둥
out of
이곳을
here.
벗어날 테니까. 달아난 팔과 다리를
And you're the only one left to
대체해줄
offer them any help.
붉은 시선.
The red gaze?
그렇게 노려보지 마.
Don't glare at me like that. This is nothing
니놈들이
compared to
해놓은
what she
짓에
did.
그 정도
With wounds like
부상이면
those, I'm sure your boss will recognize
위에서도
that
충분히
you did
할
your
일
part. Consider them
했다고
Medal of
생각할
Honor.
것 아니면
Unless...
여기서
want this to be the end of your
명줄을
life.
놓고 싶은가?
Damn, this guy's badass, huh? Who are you? Or who are you one of them? You're too late. They're already.
늦은 건 아무것도
No one is too
없습니다.
late, Dante.
단테. 우리에게 필요한 건
There's only one
오직
thing we need.
되돌릴
Little time to rewind.
시간뿐이니까.
Suddenly overwhelmed by a sharp pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder, followed by flashes into ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. Felt in a deluge of torment, twisting and squeezing my entire body. I let out an agonizing scream. You know, fading consciousness, the only thing I could perceive was the deceased's flesh reconstructed in a bizarre manner. Oh.
앞으로도 끝내주겠고.
I mean, that was to be expected, right? The MC is literally a clock. We'll suffer aplenty from now, Dante. The voice of the man with red eyes. Huh. You're the hell of a beast somewhere. Cries ceaselessly. Is it wailing out of hunger or
움찔움찔거려. 일어난 걸까?
for being itchy twitchy? Did they get up?
드디어 정신을 차렸군.
Look, at
버티지
last, I
못하고
would have been a tad
걸러갔으면
bit disappointed if you croaked on us.
상쾌한 아침. 나는야 버스 기사.
Fresh morning, this is Karen, the bus driver. She actually reminds me of some of the character designs in Black Beacon. Wow,
아침은
cool
아니지만
design.
상쾌하긴 하겠어.
It's not morning,
기분이 어떻습니까?
but I could guess it's
Dante?
refreshing. How do you feel, Dante? While I
지각거리는군.
tick-tocking like a clock. Some language there. This is.
의사처럼
They call me
Vergilius라고
Virgilius.
합니다.
If you can understand what I'm saying, give
이
me some
말이
kind of
제대로
reaction,
들리-
Dante. Give him a quick nod since he didn't seem hostile.
좋아.
Good.
듣는
But at
것엔
least your hearing
문제가
is functional. That's right, Karen.
일단
출발할게.
Not a parting.
뿌랑뿌랑.
Vroom, vroom. There was a heavy roar and vibrations as though from the bottom of a deep mire. It was then that I realized I was aboard a bus. A bus I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past.
당신이 누구였는지는 기억합니까?
Do you remember who you were? Shook my head to say no. I had been reminded that my head was now a clinking mechanism.
원래 기억을
Suppose you want your memory
되찾고
back.
싶겠군.
Am I right? I nodded. I sure feel like an idiot.
매끄럽군.
Smooth as it gets. What's to
다들
stop the rest
이렇게
of you from adopting
몸짓으로만
this
말하면
gesture-based
안 되는 걸
communication?
어떻게 생각하지,
In the words of
아우스토
your
씨?
Miss Faust.
파우스트는 사양하고 싶어요.
Faust will kindly turn down the
저희가
offer.
매끄럽게 몸을
I don't
움직일
have that
수
much
있는
freedom
상황이
over our
그렇게
own
많지는
bodies
않을 것
most of the
같으니까.
time. She's the one who spoke to me back in the forest. Her silver hair that glistens even without sunlight gives off a rather mysterious air.
단테,
Dante. And I think that the red-eyed man has been calling me that too.
단테는
Dante is your name. The
이름이에요.
amnesia must be affecting you rather
이름까지 잊으-
severely. Sure looks like it. That doesn't sound like a familiar word.
점차 익숙해질
You get used to it
거랍니다.
in time. Right, you can understand me. Group that attacked me earlier, that Virgie or whatever he was called. Virgie. Seem to hear nothing but ticking from me.
파우스트에게는 제대로
Ask
된
and hear what you
단어가
intend
들린답니다.
to speak. You really can, but how? I don't even have a real mouth.
그런 구시대적인 발상은
Ideas
머리를
must be the
바꿔서
one.
생긴 건가요?
Must be one of the side effects that came with your head replacement.
성대나 혀 따위의 발성
it's
기관이
an
있어야만
anachronistic
대화를 할 수
thing.
있다는 건
To think that
시대
both
착오적인
organs such as
모양이죠.
the chords or tongue are necessary to participate in conversation. Anachronistic. Right, never considered that.
당신의 말은
You can limit the recipient of your
한
words
사람에게만
to
보낼
one
수도
person or choose to speak to
모두에게
everyone at
전달하-
once. Ah,
모두라는
little
말은
clarification. When I say
수정해야겠군요.
everyone, I'm only referring to the
수감자들에게만
sinners. Sinners.
당신의 뒤에 앉아
You who have
있는
taken seats behind you.
방금까지
And the ones who fought in your stead until
당신을
months ago.
그대가 이
What?
여정을 함께할
Ooh, so
마지막
thou art the
조각이니까
final piece that
얼마나
completes our journey's
기다렸는지 모르네.
task. How I yearn for this moment.
아 형씨 머리통은 어디다가 팔아넘겼어?
Say, pal, where'd you sell your old cranium off?
당신이었군요.
So it was you. Thanks for
당신
putting my
덕에
spine back into one
박살나 있던
piece.
척추가 말끔하게
Were you a
돌아왔어요.
surgeon or something in
혹시
the nest?
다들 닥쳐라. 잡음이
Everyone
겹치는
quiet.
것만큼
Nothing is more
불쾌한
displeasing than
것도
to
없으니
hear a choir of
자기
noises.
소개가 필요한
Suppose you'll owe them a
시점인
brief
거고.
introduction.
그럼
I'll give you time to
가벼운
make
인사를
yourselves
나눌
known.
시간을 주겠다.
Starting with the closest one.
앞에 앉은
Go
것부터
on.
에이 왜 이런 건 항상 앞자리부터인지.
Gregor.
앞에 나서는 건 이제 진절머리가 나는데.
Why is it always the ones in the front that go first? I'm sick of taking any sort of lead now.
당신이 우리를
I heard you were gonna be our boss,
뭐더라?
or yeah, our manager. Can I just click? Yeah, okay. Manager.
그래.
Yep. Just
그래서
why I was
어떤
real curious
인물인지
to meet
굉장히
you,
궁금했는데
and
말이야.
What were the right sentences of stuff work?
머리통은 어디
I don't know what you
팔아먹었는지
did with your old head,
모르겠지만
but I guess everyone has their
나는
story.
그레고르라고 한다.
And Gregor, we're in this
잘
together.
부탁한다고,
Manager
관리자 양반.
Bud. Gregor, this center is relatively easy to handle in terms of personality. However, an upsurge of emotion or a sudden change of environment may cause parts of the whole or the whole of his body to transform into insectile. Oh, I just noticed his arm. Transform into insectile. Notably akin to a carapace resembling that of, I guess, insect tissue, huh? You do not wish to be a rude manager, not that you're out there to be nice. Recommend keeping your facial expression in check so that your disgust is not visible to him. He sometimes uses cynical language, but he can still be reasoned with. And you can get around him without much difficulty as long as you learn the knack of it.
그래. 양반이 뭐야
Rhodium?
양반이. 이제부터
Greg.
우리한테
They
엄청난
aren't just
돈을
your
가져다 줄
butter pal, you're
사람한테.
talking to the person who will make us filthy
그래?
rich. Greg? Rich? What's that about?
양반보다는
Let's see what's better. Dante?
Dante.
Don't mind if I call you
이름으로
by
부를게.
my name. Or
당신도
call you by
나를
name.
로제라고
You
불러.
call me Rodeo? The unfortunate traits of being back streets born are apparent in this center. She loves money, gambling, and betting, so it is advised to pay close attention to her as a manager. She tends to deflect orders with an unimpressive wink or a silly joke. We recommend taking a stern stance at times to remind her that you are her superior. Your mood may be down at irregular intervals. There's nothing you can do to aid her in that state, so we recommend waiting for it to pass. Okay.
난 당신이 우리의
There's a good reason you became a
관리자가
manager.
된대. 분명 원래는 둥지에
I'm
굉장한
sure you used to
사람이었겠지.
be a big deal back in the
그때
nest, right?
버릇을 조금만
When your
내비쳐도
old habits start
우리한테
coming back,
돈이 주르륵 들어올 생각을
we'll
하니?
be that much closer to rolling in the dough. Here, let me lower some of the. Background music's fine. Actually, how is the master volume still making sound? I'm sure you used to be a big. Okay, when your old habits start coming back, we'll be that much closer to rolling in the dough. She does have it social ability. I'll give her that.
아차, 내
Oh
정신 좀
gosh,
봐.
look at me keeping on. Hey kid, it's your
다음은
turn next.
안녕하세요.
Damn. I have like never seen. Was this guy fighting at all? In the. Earlier? Sinclair. Good day.
아우 시시해. 그게
Ah,
끝이야.
boring. That's it? Oh, I
싱클레어라고.
am Sinclair. Even with the volatile nature of human growth around his age taken into consideration, the sinner seems to get particularly startled or frown when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment, meaning that he may struggle to keep themselves together at the sight of something as mild as split innards at first. As there may be those with violent tendencies among your crew, we recommend taking an approach focused on positive reinforcement with the sinner. Okay, he appears to possess a murderous gaze that he himself isn't aware of. This is a hopeful sign that he has potential to grow into an expert of our company's profession with the right stimuli. This boy looks awfully unnerved. Did he even join this company of his own accord?
더 해야 할 말이 있나요?
Is there anything else
회사는
I need to say? I've never worked for a company before.
뭐 앞으로 남은 날은 많을 테니까.
Well, you'll learn the ropes in the coming
그럼
days.
거기
Okay then, how about you
교자
next,
친구가 다음 타자
nerdy
하자.
pal?
이상이라 하오.
I've seen this guy before, yeah. I am Yisang. Probably the youngest chief researcher at the Redacted Wing. This center possesses higher intelligence compared to most others. We estimate that everyday conversation with the center will prove difficult for managers selected by our current screening process. Avoid communication altogether will pose a risk on its own. However, if the center remains silent for a long time, that means he is currently processing a line of deliberate thought. We recommend waiting patiently for him. That's it.
이상이요.
No smokes or mirrors. Waited for him to reveal that he was pulling a prank or something. But he just stared vacantly into the window, disinterested.
답답하네요.
Ha! Can't believe you people aren't
사회생활의 첫걸음은
proper,
인사잖아요.
aren't proper introductions the first step to being a member of society.
저를
Call me Ishmael,
이스마일이라고
please.
불러주세요.
Maybe it is starting by the defective state of many of your sinners, but do not worry. The sinner is one of the few who can carry out most missions without much complaint. She is likely to make reasonable judgments, so it is a good idea to start conversations. We'll look at her way if you're seeking sound advice. Oh, okay. However, you mustn't forget, the sinner has survived an absurd voyage in a far and wide body of water. Patience may run deep, but once you take a wrong turn with her, it will be a difficult task to regain her trust.
당신 덕택에
I
동강난
heard you
몸이
glued our
돌아왔다고
bodies back together
들었어요.
from pieces.
앞으로도
I
잘
look forward to working
부탁해요.
with you. She gave a polite bow before returning to her seat. Although she emphasized sociality, she didn't feel like the most amicable sort.
미안하게 됐네. 나는
Heathcliff.
사회생활하고는
Sort of
거리가 좀
disappointed because I
멀어서.
don't care too much for fitting in.
히스클리프.
Name's Heathcliff. Used to be a
멋대로
professional
부수고
wrecker
깨부수는
for
일은
property
전문으로
and
하고
people
다녔다.
alike. Revenge. Dang, that text is kind of hard to see for me. The sinner prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate his course. His thoughts and feelings are blatantly visible in his demeanor, and he has no intention of hiding them. His brashness may cause headaches or physical injury leading to a headache in the process of forming a relationship. Please do note that this is not an indication of serious damage to the sinner's thought process. If this fit of rage persists, please contact the Human Resources Department. Once you realize that he's the type that tends to be simple-minded, you'll have an easier time handling him.
누가 시켜서가
Oh,
아니라
I guess.
거슬리는 것들에게 하고 다니긴 했지만
Under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to buggers that got on my nerves.
당신도
So you better
조심하라고.
watch it.
나는
I'm definitely
윗사람이라고
allergic to cocky
거들먹거리는
gaffers who
사람한테
think they can boss me around. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet.
이 몸의 차례인가?
Okay, I've seen so many things of this character, so many memes too, so... Don Quixote. 'Tis my turn to speak, I am Don Quixote. What is this? What? Is that a B? Impossible? Bueno, impossible? There's no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion if we were to measure it. An avid aficionada of all things fixer, she adorns herself with a variety of fixer-related merchandise and won't affect her performance in combat one way or another, so there's no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. She is deeply immersed in the role of a righteous fixer, hence the exaggerated mannerisms akin to those of an actor. As such a thing ever existed really, it's advised to play along with her for a smooth mission.
그대와 함께 꿈을
아.
향해 달려갈 해결사지. 잘 부탁하네.
Means impossible dream in Spanish. Yeah, I got that. Thanks. On the fixer, you shall sprint for the dream side by side. A pleasure to have thee. A fixer, that definitely feels like a term I used to know.
해결사 말인가? 내가 대답해줄 수 있네. 도시를
Dost thou
수호하는
wish to know
자들이지.
what it is? I can answer that question. Fixers are protectors of the city.
도시에
Ah,
대해서도 제대로
perchance
기억하지
thou
못하겠군.
mayest struggle to remember the city.
나는 가벼운 인사를
Leave us citizens
나누려고
for
했던
brief
것 같아.
introductions.
두 번 말하게 하지
Why don't we say it
않았으면
twice?
좋겠어.
Next.
홍루라고 한답니다. 잘해보자고요. 우리.
Sinner number 6. My name's Hong Lu. I hope we can get along well. Okay, I can't read that. Sinner had lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. As such, he has thus earned admiration for a free life. But occasionally he may make ignorant and unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner or other aspects of the lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for other sinners. However, it is important to note that no sarcastic undertones are contained in his curiosity-driven inquiries, so it is ill-advised to let them get physical over it.
우와, 당신 그 머리 근사한데요?
Wow, and look at
요새
you! Isn't
유행하는
that a
모델인가 보죠?
fascinating head there? A popular model these days, I suppose. No, this isn't that kind of...
제 취향은
It's not
아니지만.
of my interest, though.
저건 무슨
What's
말싸가지?
wrong with your attitude? Heathcliff looked to be just moments away from swinging his bat. When he realized the red gaze laid on him, he grunted and sat back down. Oh, the other guy's looking at him.
요슈.
Oh wait, never mind. It's this chick. Dang, there's like more sinners than I thought. What the heck? It's Ryoshu. As they say, every person has their own creed, and it's only right to respect it as an executive manager. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in even simply pretending to sympathize. You'll have noticed that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. She believes that senselessly destroying the enemy's heads is an uncultured act and a step backward for art. I see. Sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. It is advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you. Sheesh.
요르슈크.
Oh, I had said something about illusions, huh? Okay, okay. Sure is nice to meet ya. At what point was I supposed to laugh?
메르소, 그렇게 불러주시겠습니까?
Merusolt? Please refer to me as such. Once clear and concise commands requiring no judgment on his part. Pretty polite. Damn, they're actually just introducing everybody.
특별한 것이 아닙니다.
This isn't anything
그저
special.
보통의
I'm
태도입니다.
simply behaving normally. I'm almost touched. Medici.
네,
Yes. Feeling as if something were gravely amiss with him, but I can't seem to pin it down exactly. Oh no, she's popular too. Otis. The way she scanned me up and down was a little daunting.
저는
I felt almost compelled to bow to her, but she stopped me with a motion of her hand. Please, I would never make my manager grovel before me.
당pon이는
My name is
오티스라고
Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. Otis. This sinner could serve as an excellent advisor depending on your capability. However, she also has a meddlesome tendency, so it is recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. She is an expert when it comes to tactics and various pearls of wisdom about life, making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses a vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You could trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Oh, okay. She has some mechanical skills. Unlike the other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past of the sinner is not permitted. Records pertaining to the past of the sinner is not permitted. Warning, keep an eye on the sinner and beware that she does not exercise her cunning intellect for purposes other than completing our company's mission. Okay. Rudeness? Ha, ha. Oh,
이건
please.
참
Generosity is a
마음마저
humbling
이렇게
sight.
넓으실 줄이야. 역시
I know at first glance
처음부터
that
저희를
you
이끄실
have
분이라는
what it takes to lead us.
한눈에 알아봤습니다.
Sorry.
인간의 대부분은
Well, most
서로가
humans cause noise and friction as a
소음과
result of
마찰을 이끌어낼 그중
confrontation.
소수는
Some are able to reach
맞붙는
mutual
것으로 서로에게
benefit from
이득이
coming
되는
head to
경험을
head.
날카롭게 펴리기 위해서
Compared to the relations between a
그만큼
blade
강한
and a
숫돌이 필요한 건
whetstone.
누구보다
I vow to serve you
관리자님을
with
위해
unrivaled
헌신하겠습니다.
devotion. Executive
편히
manager, my
써주시길.
blade is yours to wield. That's reassuring, thanks. I give her an approving nod, even though I still don't get what she meant by her rudeness.
아까 숲에서는 불쌍하게 나뒹군다고 말하더니 잘도 그런 말을
Damn,
상대 밖으로
I don't know
꺼낼 수
why I had it
있는
in my head that there was like only 6 sinners, but there's like, is there 12 of them? I'm amazed at how you can sing such bold-faced high praise not too long after calling them a miserably writhing wretch. I think I see
제가
now.
마지막이네요.
Seems I'm the last.
Faust입니다.
Faust is the name. Oh yeah, there is 12. Sinner who developed the engine of Mephistopheles, the bus operated by Limbus Company. She claims that there is no one in the city who could rival her library of knowledge and wisdom. She isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to converse with her displeasing. As seen with how she treats everyone with subtle gestures of arrogance, there's no hope of her parting with it ever. We recommend simply nodding once and getting over it. I see. Even though she has a unparalleled genius, we can't figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out. Engine of Mephistopheles, the bus. I like the name. Well, Purgisnot. Okay. That's cool.
당신의 인생 중 한 번 만날까 말까한 천재죠.
Paid attention, Gregor is actually 13 because it skips 10. No, I did not notice. Genius with whom you're lucky to cross paths even once in your life.
납득하지 못한
Sounds like you
듯한
aren't convinced,
반응이군.
Dante.
괜찮습니다.
It's fine, you'll come to learn
경험을
all in
통해
due time. Learn what?
파우스트가
And Faust is indeed a
진귀한
brilliant
천재였다는
mind.
관측자가
The
깨닫지
proverbial
못한다
tree
해요.
falls, the fact of its
사실이
sound,
진실이 되는 일은 없으니까.
cannot become truth when the outside observer fails to recognize it.
소개는
Okay.
여기까지.
That's enough greetings.
Dante,
Let me explain your new
당신의
occupation. You mean as a manager.
관리자를 말하는
You're asking if the
거냐고
job
묻고
you're
있어요.
if the job you're about to explain is that of a manager. Sometimes maybe that red-eyed man couldn't hear me, unlike the sinners.
맞습니다.
That's correct,
관리자
Executive
Dante.
Manager Dante. You'll embark on a trip
당신은
to the
지금
Inferno with the
소개받은
12
이
sinners
일들의
who've just
수감자와 함께
introduced themselves.
지옥,
Inferno? Why should I go to hell?
자신이 지옥으로
Asking
가야
why they
하는
need to
이유는
travel to the
뭐예요?
Inferno.
지옥의 끝에는
How
보물이
about this treasure
기다리고
waits at the end of the road?
있으니까.
Would that suffice? I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something?
아예 알아듣질 못하는군요.
Can't seem to get you at all.
이해를 요구한 건 아닙니다, 단테.
I'm not asking for your understanding, Dante.
의사를
Nor was this a question of your
묻거나
willingness.
기억과
You have to listen to me if you want to
머리를
reclaim your memories and original head. I mean, I do want them back, but
미적거리네요.
they're hesitant.
파우스트 씨, 단테가 계속해서 거부하면 우린 어떻게
You think
되는
I like of
거지?
the 12? I could not tell you.
거부할 그런
I
녀석은
barely even
없었잖아.
played the game. I mean, from visuals and stuff, I mean, I could say one thing, but a lot of it has to do with the character's gameplay and whatnot, and how they play out. Like, that's what I care more about, to be honest. So I really couldn't tell you. And I don't even know how to play the game. They all play the same, then I literally could not tell you then. Miss Faust, what will we do if Dante keeps on refocusing to cooperate? So it's not a scenario we anticipated.
무슨 말씀을? 파우스트는 모든
Monstrous.
것을
Faust
예상한답니다.
anticipates every possibility.
모든
Dante,
임무를
once you
마치고
complete all your
나면
missions,
당신은
you'll be able to
성의를
engrave
새길
the
수
aspect.
보증하죠.
I can promise you that. aspect, a word that strikes my mind intensely. Even though my memories are gone, my underlying instincts are responding strongly to it. Let my intuition, I make my choice.
고개를 끄덕이잖아요.
See there. They're not in.
좋아.
Good, then we can
계속
continue.
감이 오는데 카론.
By the way, Charon, why isn't the bus
왜
moving
출발을 안 하고
where he
있지?
doesn't off?
버스 기사는 졸음 쉼터에서만 졸아. 베르.
Bus driver only snoozes at rest spots. Verge.
메피 앞에
Weirdos were hanging
이상한 놈들이
around
서성이고
in front of
있었어.
Mephi.
카론 말했잖아.
I told you, Charon. If anything happens to the bus, you gotta let me know right away. Mephi, who's that?
메피스토펠레스.
Pistophilis, the name of
이
this
버스의
bus and the engine that
이름이죠.
runs it. And Faust's
그리고
magnum opus, Cordis.
파우스트의 심혈을 기울인 역작이죠.
지옥을 순항하기에는
An ideal
걸맞는
ferry boat to bear
나무가 아닐 수
us
없지.
across the inferno.
그렇게 생각하지
Does she agree?
않습니까?
Dante?
단테.
I wasn't sure what he was getting at, so I turned away to look through the window instead of giving him a reply.
보아하니
Looks like they're just another pack of dirty
뒷골목에
rats living in the
익숙한
back
쥐새끼.
streets.
마침 잘 됐습니다,
This is just the
단테.
right time, Dante. They should make
지휘를 연습하기는
perfect targets for
더
practicing your
하려면
command.
처음 전투에서는
Dante,
생략한
I skipped
부분이
over many
많았어요.
details during our first battle.
제대로 설명할 시간이
You were short on time
없었어.
after all.
하지만 그런
Cover
식으로만
will be
전투가
slotted frequently if
이루어지면
no improvements are
우리는
made to your
항상
strategy.
우리를
In
살리기
turn, you'll
위해
have to endure
의미없는
senseless pain
고통을
over and over
느껴야만
again to
하겠죠.
revive us. Pain revive? You mean what happened earlier was... Yes, we were brought back to life because you turned back the clock.
당장 필요한
I believe that
설명은
much is
아닌
necessary, Miss
듯합니다.
Faust.
자잘한
Save the credit for later. Sinners off the
나중에.
bus.
전투에 대한 설명을
Not
이어가죠.
when you elaborate in combat. Yeah, what's up, Drain? How's it going, dude? I've been here just distracted with work and scrolling. Yeah, you're good. We're playing Limbus for the first time. I've had the game installed for months, actually, but I'm finally getting around to trying it and whatnot since I'm finally clearing out some of the games I've been wanting to play. You can send every sinner into battle at once. Yes, but commanding so many personnel at once will not be an easy task. I will inform you of the appropriate number of participants, depending on the particularities of each battle. For this occasion, 5 centers will make an appropriate force. Select 5 centers you would like to deploy for this battle. Select the lower half of each center's cards to deploy them. Select center Yisang.
앞장서시오.
Well done. Select the rest of the centers you would like to deploy for this encounter.
따라가겠어요.
네, 문제 없어요.
내가 필요해?
최선은 다해볼게.
Select to battle to begin the encounter with the currently deployed centers.
하라고? 나? 뭐 최선은 다해보겠다.
Damn, we're just fighting like random stragglers or what? These 7-sided icons floating above both the allies and enemies' heads are called skill shots. Wait, what? 7-sided icons floating above both the allies and enemies' heads are called skill shots. Okay. If you haven't issued a command by chaining skills yet, the allied skill shots are currently empty. Grab the chain from the left gear and chain it to one of these 2 leftmost skills on the dashboard. And chain from the left and chain it to one of these 2 leftmost skills. Grab the chain and chain it to one of the what? Equipped skills are displayed on the skill slots. Yeah, I see. The combat phase begins. Each center will engage in battle using the skills equipped in the skill slots. Oh my god, I can't say that. Drag from left to right. On the dashboard, equip every center with one of the skills or the respective columns. Okay. Wait. Is there like a... Okay. Guess right now it doesn't matter. I don't really know. Well done. Now select the gear on the right to issue your command, and the soldiers will enter the combat phase using the skills you equipped for them.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Oh man, they actually just all fight together. Please issue a command. Scotch game is more on the PvP side rather than the gambling side. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there is PvP, huh? Am I getting trolled already? Now please issue a command. Guess it doesn't...
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
A clash occurs when the sinner and their target both use attack skills against each other. That's when the sinner and their target both use attack skills against each other. In a clash, the power is determined primarily by the skill that they're using to clash. Okay. And in this clash between two skills, the skill with the higher power wins. Okay. Pay attention to the enemy's coins. When the skill loses a clash, it will lose a coin. If a skill loses a clash, as long as it has remaining skill coins, the two skills will continue to flip their coins and clash until one of them loses all coins. The skill that lost all of its coins in this clash will conclusively lose the clash. Okay, this means that the unit that won the clash gets to attack, while the unit that lost does not. Okay, I get it. Jeez. Let's see how power, which determines the outcome of a clash, is calculated. Please issue a command. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
This number is the skill's base power before it flips any coins. Okay. This number is a skill's coin power. You can see how many coins these skills have. Number of coins determines two things. How many times the skill can lose a clash before losing all of its coins. How many times the skill hits when it attacks. Oh. Each coin that flipped heads will add the coin power. Each coin that flipped heads will add the coin power of that skill to the base power of that same skill. Each coin that flipped heads will add the coin power. Okay. Formula for a skill's final power is as follows. Base power plus number of coins that flipped heads times coin power. Or X coin power. Coins that flipped heads will glow. Yeah, well the coins that flipped tails will... Oh, wait, what? Coins that flipped heads will glow. Well, coins that flipped tails will appear dimmed. Oh. The resultant skill power is displayed here. Ishmael's loggerhead skill has a higher skill power, so the enemy's skill loses a coin. Trying to say the gacha. The game is more on the fighting side rather than its gacha. Brother, what are you typing? Gacha is part of the fighting. Gotta get new units somehow, and don't say boxes because it's really hard for new players to grind them. So in this example, they will continue to clash until one of them has no more coins left to flip. The unit with remaining coins ultimately wins that clash. Remember, winning clashes is one of the most fundamental aspects of winning the battle.
고개 거울은 깨졌어.
행동을 개시합니다.
꺼냈다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘.
Nice.
아까보다는 쓸만해 보이는군요, 단테.
Don't mind us. Yeah, I know, you guys are yapping about end game or like middle game stuff that even like it's not being covered yet. I think you're saying it's more centered on the combat and less focused on the gacha. No, I'm reading chat. I'm just not saying anything. I understand that. I mean, that's good. I would think. Looking much more useful than before, Dante. They all gotta wait save for one, though. Shouldn't we go after them?
놓친 적을 걱정하며
Word over the foes we lost?
걱정할 건
No
없습니다.
need for concern. No need for
마침
concern. That's the
가야 할
direction
길이
where
있으니.
we're heading anyway. Charon?
발판을 꽂고
Pedal touches metal.
신나는 기분으로
Up for an exciting
달릴게.
ride. Let's see how far are we into it. We'll play like another hour and whatnot. Centers you have deployed in the last encounter will automatically be selected for the next, saving you the trouble of selecting them again. Feel free to change them before entering the battle. However, select the to battle button.
하라고? 나?
Yeah, in like an hour we'll give our input and we'll see what we think of the game so far. I mean, so far so good. This time let us learn about SP, or sanity points. SP has a maximum value of 45. SP has a maximum value of 45 and a minimum value of negative 45. Please note that the center's values can also be viewed here. Actually, these orbs adjacent to the portraits icons on the dashboard. Please issue a command. I mean, I'm just clicking whatever right now.
폭들을 제거하겠어.
Each unit's SP values changes based on certain triggers. They tend to heal SP with favorable triggers, winning clashes or killing enemies, and lose SP with unfavorable triggers. Huh. The higher the unit's SP value, the higher the chance to flip heads. And flipping skill coins. Allied units all won their respective clashes in the previous turn, which healed their SP. This put us in a favorable position. Please issue your next command.
좋은 전략이네요. 가보죠.
Let's direct your attention to the unit's HP, the health points bar. This little thingy. Wait, what? This thin line here is called the stagger threshold. I am not gonna lie, I didn't even notice these little things. When a unit's HP drops below stagger threshold, the stagger threshold line, they become staggered. Staggered. Units cannot take any action and take double the damage, which puts them at significant disadvantage. Makes sense. Oh cool, finally I could choose. I mean, I don't know what the abilities do, so...
좋아, 간다.
Damn, the sound effects are crazy. You have put the remaining enemies in panic states by defeating their allies in the previous turn, which dropped their SP. When enemies' SP drops below a certain threshold, they may enter low morale or panic stage, which inflict on them the negative statuses, or negative effects. Makes sense. Units in low morale or panic states are marked by these labels. Which indicates different effects from entering low morale and panic states. Select this icon to learn what effects this unit is suffering from. Damn, this tiny ass little thingy, dude. Panic does not act for this turn. Damn, I even have stacks. Damn, I could just like hover over it, okay. I mean...
행동을 개시합니다. 적을 난파시켰습니다.
한건 했다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테.
잠시만요.
Give me a second.
뭐죠?
What is it?
저는
I
정체되지
think it's because I
않고
was
나아갈
told
수
that I'll be able
있다는
to advance
말에
my
여기에
career
합류한 거예요.
without slowing down.
그런데 지금은
Right now it's nothing but
쥐새끼도
meaningless
아니고
violence like a rest or
계속
something.
의미가 없진 않소.
I object to it meaningless.
공격하는 악이지
I
않소.
object to its meaninglessness. Those were evildoers who attacked us.
시끄러워요. 좀 조용히
Please,
좀
just
해봐요.
be quiet for a moment.
아무튼
Anyway, if we're all
이런
gonna,
농약 폭력단
if all we're gonna do
같은
is beat up
행동만
people
명령할
under
거라면
orders like hide
다른
thugs,
일을
I'll have to
하는
consider
것도
changing jobs sooner
고민해봐야
or later.
계약서를 제대로 안
Haven't you
읽으셨나요?
read your contract?
회사는
Resignation is not permitted.
계약하면서 말한 이야기가
Even the contract has any
거짓말이라도
sway if it's
그
based on
계약의
lies?
효력이
Of course it
애초에
does.
거짓말은 없었으니까.
There were no lies on it.
네?
Hmm?
설마 제가
You didn't think Mephistopheles was built to be a mere
그저
means of
운송만 하는
transportation, did
거다.
you?
항상 배고프다. 그래서 울어.
Is that the bus? Or not the bus, the train? Mephi is always hungry, he keeps crying. Wait, is it a bus or a train? I'm calling it a bus. The bus gets hungry.
엔진이 연료를
An engine
섭취할 때
ingests fuel,
생기는
it yields a
부산물.
byproduct.
여러분은 그걸 통해
Using that, you
강해질 수 있어요.
can grow more powerful.
이상 씨는 잘 알고 계시겠죠? 거울 속에서
Damn, I always thought it was a
모든
train.
가능성을 끄집어낸다.
For you saying knows this well, when all possibilities are drawn from the mirror.
성장 또한
There's no limit
제약이
to one's
거울
growth.
속에 나는 나인가
Is the self
아니면 또 다른 누구인가.
in the mirror my reflection or another being entirely? Possibilities draw what exactly? When Mephistopheles has various functions and is extraction, you can collect various identities and ego from here. Select the extract button. Oh, is it showing you the gotcha now?
누구보다 신속하게 그들에게
With
침묵을
impeccable
안겨드리죠.
swiftness, I will render them silent. Recording no identity, collecting no identities, and ego will be contributive to improving our combat performance. Now let us return to battle. Battles can be accessed via the drive window. Wait, what did I just say? Now let's return to battle. Battles can be accessed via the drive window. Inferno. Damn, yeah, like, I saw the front of this, and it looks like a train! What? Salva Oscura. Select the top part of the center cards to swap them out for a different identity. Select the top part of the center card. Select center Ishmael, if you will. Oh yeah, it just says edit. Oh, my legs. From this menu, you may select one of the identities you have extracted to deploy them into battle. Please select the newly acquired identity for Ishmael. Okay. Good work selecting identities appropriate for the particularities of each battle is the path to victory. Now select to battle.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
그렇군요. 이런 걸 의미했던 건가요?
Let me rechat for a little bit. Compared to the previous game, in the universe game's battle system is missing some player agency, so there's a faction of players who kind of miss the old system. Yeah, you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking about Library, Runa, or Lobotomy. Then there's people who have pushed the system to its limits and everything there is to know. Oh yeah, there's always people like that in every game. This looks crazy. I can respect people who put some time. Character designs look pretty cool. Yeah, I like the art direction in this game and whatnot. And the visuals, it looks cool. Wonder how unique they get. Nothing is gone as crazy as reverse. Yeah, Reverse's like character designs are. I don't think I've seen any gotchas yet at all. At least from the ones I've played that beat it in terms of like character design. Favorite unit design was A Knight in Reverse. A Knight was one of yeah, I mean there's crazier stuff now for sure. A Knight was pretty cool. He still looks really cool. I'm like plagued like with getting him every time I fail like my summons in that game for some reason. Get the hang of the systems and features. The game's also very free to play. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I've heard this game is very. Yeah, I heard it's free to play. Or I mean, obviously, I heard it's free to play friendly, and it's has a good story. I mean, I've literally seen other streamers playing and whatnot, so it's like, but like actually playing it and whatnot, like, I don't know. So there's still a lot of learning for me to do and whatnot. I see this is what that was about.
너무 마음이 급할
Just wanted
필요는
to get
없어요.
impatient, Ishmael.
이스마엘.
As the bus goes onward, you'll
버스가
naturally take a more important
중요한
task than beating the life out of random crooks.
목표에 도달하는 게
Now you're eager to achieve your goals, but do try to have patience.
거울 세계에 있는
This works
우리들의
by
모든
whisking
가능성 중
out one of our
하나를 끄집어내는
limitless
거니까.
possibilities from the
기억이
mirrored
조금
world.
더
It'll have
쉬워졌을
over in a
거예요.
part of our
곧
memories.
익숙해질 거예요.
You'll get used to it in no time.
뭐야? 그거 좀 위험해 보이는데?
Whoa, hang on, that sounds a bit dangerous, don't it?
이러다가
What if
내가 아니게
I'm
되는 거
no longer my
아니야?
old self by the end?
여러분은
Don't
테세우스의 배가
mistake
아니에요.
yourselves for the ship of Theseus.
인격과 기억을
Well, it's true that you
빌리기는
borrow the
하겠지만
identities and memories. The system
주도권을
is
잃도록
designed to
설계되어 있기는
ensure
해요.
that you don't lose control over your own
거울에
existence.
비추는 나는 사뭇 다를 수 있으나
Different though your reflection may be,
거울
it is
밖을
bound to vanish
벗어나면
once you
거울
walk
속의 형체
away from the
또한 잃게.
mirror.
저희가 어떻게 성장할지는
How our capability grows ultimately depends on you, Manager Dante.
거울 세계의
It's up to you to
다양한
place the most
가능성을
effective figment of possibility on us at the right times.
메타몰프시스를
Maybe that's
말하는
what you call a
건가?
metamorphosis. Yes, I suppose you could
일종의
say that is a form of
변신이라 하시나요?
transformation.
뭐? 그런 어려운
Golly,
단어는
where'd you learn
어디
big words like
살았대?
that?
주워들었다. 이 사람 저 사람 많이
I picked it
만나봐야
up. My
하는
prior
일을
profession
했었거든.
required meeting people with various occupations.
안신이라.
For one long? Huh?
담소는 끝났나?
Done
일단
chatting.
길부터
Let's make the way
뚫자고.
first.
어차피
Let's make the way
지겨울
first.
정도로
Spend more time
붙어있을
together than
테니.
you ever asked for, so keep that
못단 말은
convo for
마저.
later. Okay. Select a unit to view their... Oh, you can do that. Okay. That's what I was trying to check earlier.
뭐야? 내가 보고 싶었던 거야?
It's where you view each character's basic stats. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resistances. Is this okay? So where you view this unit's list of skills and upgrade progress. This looks like an enemy to view their detailed information. Each unit has a resistance values. Use these values to determine what type of, or what attack type or affinity they are weak against. Fatal. Oh, okay, I see. Attack types and affinities. Each skill's damage is classified by 2 categories: 3 attack types and 7 affinities. 3 attack types. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was pierced from the way it looked. Slash, blunt. Okay. 7 affinities. Wrath, lust. Oh, they're going by... Okay. They're going by sins. Interesting. They made Gluttony a leaf? Interesting. A higher resistance value on a unit means they will take more damage from that damage type. Yeah. Track your enemies' weaknesses and select the skills that can exploit them to deal more damage. Okay, so what was this guy's weakness? Resistance? So I attack him with normal, or with pierce or blunt? Or am I getting this confused? Should I be doing the opposite? Fatal. I think it's the opposite, actually. So slash, huh? When hit them with slash because you do double damage? Yeah, so seeing it say resistances makes me believe like, oh, like he's resisted to this twice as much. So I'm like, okay, that's why I was looking at this. Like, okay. The wording kind of doesn't make sense to me, but I get it. It's literally the opposite. I mean, I literally saw the word fatal and I was like, okay, well, yeah, that's what it means.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게.
In most cases, the unit with the leftmost skill on the dashboard will be the first to act among allies. Okay, got that. Starting from the allied unit highest on the deployment order, an ally gains one additional slot with every passing turn. This means that they gain an extra opportunity to attack. Anybody else have a different weakness? Or are they all just slash? Yes. Then again, I should be looking at their elemental weaknesses too, but...
해보겠습니다. 기다려. 아직 안 끝났어. 해냈어요.
Use one of these buttons to let the sinners choose what skills they want to use. However, it must be emphasized that leaving the sinners to make their own strategic choices could lead to suboptimal combat performance. Clash Outcome Forecast. The Clash Outcome Forecast appears at the top of the screen. At the top of the screen and besides each selected skill. Please note that the forecast is not always perfect, but it is serviceable when quick decisions are necessary. Okay. Various levels within Fatal. I see. Win rate. What does that say? Just showing you there. I see. Interesting. So let me see this. Okay. So I guess for early game, the win rate buttons just helps you go along with them. Wait, I could just click that and then it'll just go.
해보겠습니다.
흙의 거울은 깨졌어. 흙의 거울은 깨졌어.
아름답진 않네.
It just feels like a glorified auto button. But usually auto doesn't really... I mean, auto... You know, auto stuff usually... I don't know how it is in this game, but I feel like in most gachas, auto's gonna be fine early, but then late game, mid to late game, you wanna, you know, do manual. I probably don't want to get used to using that button then. Road's clear but verge. Mappy could have run them over just fine. Huh? What did I fight for then? Sensing a rattling agitation of my gestures, Virgilius stepped on.
진정하시죠, 단테.
Calm yourself, Dante.
걸음마도 떼지
On the
못한
right to ask a toddler to
아이에게
run and has yet to take its first steps. You need every opportunity to try and walk before
직접 걷고
you're
나서
made to run.
그리고
Furthermore, Dante,
당신은
as a manager, it's your
관리자.
job to manage your staff, and I am the guide. I decide where we go and how we
어디를
arrive there.
가야겠습니까?
Do you get it?
달지
Don't argue with
말라고.
me. Those eyes. How am I supposed to not question a stranger? You can't even hear me.
째깍거리긴
Are
하는데
ticking, so what did they say,
뭐라고 하는
Miss
거지?
Faust?
별말 없었습니다.
Nothing much.
감정을
Some
성대하기도 하는군.
verbose agreement that was.
앞으로는
Not should be enough to let me know
고개만
that you
끄덕여도
approve,
좋습니다,
Dante.
그럼 내피
Now, Mappy, off we go.
야호.
Woohoo!
가론 기분이 어때?
How are you feeling, Charon?
매우
Extreme
신나.
excitement.
날아갈
About to
것
walk on air,
같습니다.
reports Charon.
좋아.
Good. So where are we going?
베르길리우스,
Virgilius, I'd
그가
like to know the
목적지는-
destination. I
말했던 것
believe I told
같습니다만,
told you that
단테.
already, Dante. But just where are we going? With his sigh, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward.
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
지옥으로 출발하지.
Destination Inferno. Walked down a path. The Millie song. Oh, that's how the bus. Okay, no wonder it looks like a bus now. Or now it looks like a bus. From the front, it looks like a damn train. Damn. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, Millie's awesome. I have a lot of her stuff and whatnot. on my playlist. Brother, everything reminds you of Kingdom Hearts. That's insane. In Arknights, I have 2-3 stars without using a support. I mean, I haven't played Arknights, so I don't know. It's gambling time after some other tutorials. I mean, is it? Let's see how we can play. Let's see how we can continue playing through the story. Outcast, Canto 1. Select this button to continue playing through the story. Is it forcing me to do this story though right now? Okay, let me see. Check mail. Where is that? Window and then the mail icon.
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
Okay. Extract. The UI in the game does seem crowded. There is a lot to the menus, yeah. But I will say, I mean, the UI looks pretty unique. I mean, it sucks because nowadays a lot of the UI and the menus pretty generic looking, man. I think that's what this has going for it. I mean, visually, it looks visually pleasing, but there is a lot. Everything does seem jam-packed.
그대 드디어 목적지를 찾은 것이오.
Go to extract? Dude, you're like actually just forcing me. Dude, I know you want me to summon, but jeez. Go to extract, aka gambling. One in 10 quintillion chance for a perfect temple. Okay. Let me see. UI ends up not feeling crowded once you're used to it because a lot is actually cosmetic. I hope so. Okay, so what banners are the go-to banners and whatnot in this game? It seems like there's only 4 banners. You just want to vicariously gamble through him. Well, a lot of people like doing that for sure, yeah. Yeah, usually you don't ever want to summon on standard stuff, but... And I don't even know if any of these new characters are good. I should probably look up an actual dedicated tutorial before I do all this then. And see who's worth summoning for. I'm assuming this is the event banner. Don Quixote, Rhodium, Gregor. Oh yeah, this is definitely the event stuff for sure. It also season 5. What is this? Oh wait, no, never mind. Was I on the wrong banner? This is season 5. This says season 6. I guess this is the current rate up, I guess. This is standard for sure. I mean, it literally says standard. Managers, welcome. Extraction. Welcome to orientation for the new manager. Extractions remaining. Where does it show my currency down here? Interesting. Is this the stamina bar? Interesting. Okay, let me see what chat's saying. Right now, worth summoning for is Welcome Extraction. It's not. It's an old banner. Current new unit is the Yisang. Yeah, everything you guys are saying I already, like, basically said. La Mancaland is a faction pickup. What in the world is that? What? Oh, this stuff. I see it, yeah, La. Yeah, it's all from season 5. Standard is everything possible with no rate up or pity. Well, that sounds bad. But then again, I don't know how much currency you get in this game at all. 4th banner. Yeah, you guys are like spamming like for me to do that. Optimal is welcome. The Optimal is a welcome banner that is limited to just new players. Grimdark is indeed stamina. Okay, I guess we'll just do our stuff here. Unless maybe the banner disappears once it's just over.
현장 자료들을 볼 때 이번 사건에 대한 결론은
Heathcliff.
날씨 좋다. 자, 그래서 누굴 보호해야 한다고 했지?
I don't care what you do, it'll still be there even if you use your lunacy somewhere else. Well, that's good to know. 20 pulls will happen at some point. You don't have to click them one by one. Yeah, so many helpers, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, that's one thing I heard about the Limbus community, that happens a lot. And funny enough, so far it's kind of coming true. That's actually insane. Holy moly. Okay. Well, I did hear that it's easy to reroll, but I'm playing on the Steam version, so I'm not gonna really do that. Yeah, even if I get shit pulls, I'm not gonna be re-rolling or whatever. Hello, Ro. Reset. Yeah, I ain't resetting. I heard you can't reset on the Steam version unless they changed it. I usually don't like reset my games and shit. So if I get fucked over, then heck, it's my destiny to not play the game, right? Let's go again.
훈련실에서 펼쳐지는 예술이 궁금했나?
새로운 업무는 좀
그럼 지금부터 상호 2패 하에 계약 검토를 진행하겠다. 헛짓거리나 하지 말자고 우리.
Who's this guy? Is this Heathcliff? Section 3? Interesting. How long have we been live? That's probably a good time to like say something about the game, I guess. After doing a bit of the tutorial and gameplay. I guess the tutorial counts as the gameplay. Well, again, I've had the game downloaded for, man, how long? Dude, I probably had this game installed for like 6 months or so, and I finally got time to play it and whatnot. And after 2 hours, so far so good. Gameplay wise, definitely seems like a little learning curve, but nothing too complicated from what it seems. Art direction, at least visually for the game, I love it. It looks crazy good. I don't know what the visuals remind me of. I kind of get the... It's not Dark and Darker. Is it Darkest Dungeon? I kind of get the Darkest Dungeon vibes a tiny little bit. The... story? I mean, story so far seems interesting. I'm digging it. The whole time thing, the whole bus thing. I know this is the third game in this game's universe and whatnot. I know the previous games being Lobotomy Corp and what is it, Runa? I will not play those games. Those games are not up my alley. So whatever I experienced like vicariously through watching other streamers is what I'm getting. Or if I decide to one day watch another video, that is what I will get. I will not be playing those two games. Especially seeing Lobotomy, I am not playing that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I could watch a video more in detail if I ever want to on them, for this like lore and whatnot. I'm sure there's videos like that. But I mean, so far 2 hours in, basically, it's okay. I think I could see myself trying to play this when I have time and whatnot. I literally just tried Uma Musume a few days ago and like yesterday, and I kind of already dropped it. Gameplay for that wasn't for me, but I'm more inclined to play this, if anything. But yeah, I mean, again, I think as of right now, like, everything seems cool with the game. A lot of helpers for sure in this games community. I could already tell. I just started and yeah. It's already crazy. But yeah, I think going forward, I'll probably keep trying to play it a little bit, but we'll see. But I think, what is the next game I'm going to be playing? Let me see. Actually, the next new game I'm going to be playing, let me see. What was it called again? Shoot. I have to actually check my desktop. It should actually be here. There it is. Morimans. That'll be one of the next titles. Very niche game as well. But anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. Again, game's fun. So far, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10 just for the tiny little intro of the game. I know it's just got through the tutorial and whatnot and the gameplay and just learning some of the systems, but maybe I'll make another video on the game, or like maybe I'll start covering some of the news if I get more into the series and the universe and whatnot, if I start falling in love with it. But yeah, I think for the time being, I'd probably give it like a I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10 so far. 7 or an 8, just from the intro. If I make more videos on it, again, I'll probably, you know, continue and giving feedback and like changing my rating accordingly. But yeah, for the time being, that's gonna do it. Appreciate everybody watching and chilling, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Latest.